me the count.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Allen's throw is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this to Hines on the drop-off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
From the 29, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And just like that, it's third down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Tony. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Herbert. High throw, but the catch is made. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Herbert throwing again. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Javonte Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This pass caught by Hamler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Switch.
And again, it's Allen. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Miami.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on first down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left. left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check 53 smart. Check 53 smart.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They run again with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 45 on second down, Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation? That's what he's there for, right? Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football. They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. Back to throw. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket. Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think last point